Welcome to the One Chance Coaching Podcast. My name's Claire and I'm going to be chatting to you today. Please be aware that this is just my advice from me to you. I am not a doctor, though I do have a life coaching qualification. It's a level 3 diploma and I'm working on my nutrition and health diploma as well. Good morning. How are you today? I hope you're doing all right over there. Happy Monday. As always, I'm trying to release these regularly now on a Monday, and I am happy to say that my cold has all but gone. It was half term last week, and every single half term without fail, my body decides to deliver me a cold, and it's because it knows that I don't have to speak for the next few days, so or sing. It's a constant struggle of mine, and that is just how it is. So I hope you're well and things are going your way. But as we know in life, it throws us curveballs from time to time, right? So I am back in your ears today to talk all things health and well-being and fat loss and maintenance and all those sorts of things. So as somebody that is on and not quite done with my fat loss journey, I'm trying to share as many insights as possible with you guys with a view to when I'm finished and done and dusted, excuse me, and exactly where I want to be to start taking on clients to help you guys on a far more personal level and to be of absolute support to you through your journey should you need it. So today I have decided to talk about something that I get a lot of questions on, and that is the gym. Now, for some people, they absolutely love the gym. For some people, they absolutely hate the gym, and it's just something they do because they feel they have to. For some people, it is somewhere in the middle. Now, I do love the gym, and this is the first time in my life I have loved the gym. I have joined many gyms in my time, I think probably 4, I would say. And this is the first time that I've got to the almost end of my contract, and I'm 100% I'm going to be renewing it next year. I wish it was a bit cheaper, and I do pay for my daughter as well, so it costs me quite a lot of money per month. But I consider that money an investment in my health and my future and my ability to work long term. So, it is an investment as far as I'm concerned. Every time I have done the gym previously to this year, I have done it, and by this point of the contract, I wasn't going. And I literally was just waiting for it to stop so that I could cancel the direct debit. This time, that direct debit is going to continue, absolutely 100%. It is a non-negotiable for me. 3 times a week, absolutely. Sometimes 4, sometimes I'll go for a swim. Mine is part of a golf club and a sort of leisure club, in a hotel as well. So, I try and factor that in. I don't do it as much as I should, but, stopping for a coffee afterwards, I'm usually in and out, to be fair. So I want to talk specifically about the gym for beginners and for people that are thinking, I really would like to go. I'm lifting these little weights at home, but I've only got, 1, 2 and 3K, barbells, little things. And there's only so much jumping around and skipping up and down in the dining room I can do. Now, I have got a resistance trainer as well, which goes over my door. So there are days where I just can't fit it in. But that does not mean I'm not going to fit in my workout. So on those days where I'm really, really busy, or I've just got too many things to fit into a 24-hour period, or I just can't be asked to get up and go out and go to the gym, then I will do a home workout. But they are few and far between. But I like to have the option. So I have got myself a resistance trainer. You can get those on the Team RH website, even if you're a member. If you're not a member, it doesn't matter. I think Argos do a very similar one, and it's basically using your own body weight against you, and you sort of pull yourself up. You need a very secure door, preferably one that locks. And all the instructions are on there. If you have a look at my TikTok, it's Claire's Team RH journey, you will find videos of me using mine, so you'll get an idea. If not, go onto YouTube and look up the Team RH platform there. And there are resistance trainer workouts there with Rachel that you can follow. And they're really good. And she will kick your ass, I tell you. Somebody the other day said, is it enough to build muscle? Yeah, it is. Because honestly, I was absolutely done in by the time I'd finished the full body workout on the resistance trainers with Rachel. She's amazing. So I want to talk to people that are scared to go into the gym. So they're thinking, yeah, I want to go, but I'm genuinely frightened. So this is not I can't afford it or I don't want to. This is people that do want to go. This is who I'm talking to. And maybe people that are umming and ahhing and thinking, okay, I'm not really sure. And I think that we all have this image of what it's going to be like in the gym. We go in there and we think, oh my God, it's going to be wall to wall, lycra clad gym bunnies that all look like Jessica Rabbit and that are, looking down their noses at us, and they're all really, really buff and tiny, and you're going to stand there and think, oh my God, I feel like Jabba the Hutt and, or Shrek, and you're going to stand out like a sore thumb. Now, this is going to vary from gym to gym. So I am only talking about my gym experience. And I went to, the one that I went to, like I say, it's part of a hotel, the one that I go to now, sorry. And it is a slightly older crowd. However, there are young buff girls in there as well. There are 16, you can join from 16. So there are girls in there where you're going to look at them and go, oh, but I just look at them and think, oh, well, fair play. And I look at the women now, the ones that are really buff and are really fit, and I just look at them with total admiration and think, wow, do you know what? Yes, you look bloody amazing. So my mindset has changed, whereas I would be looking at them going, I'll never get like that. I might be looking at a 20-year-old going, I'm never going to look like that, but that's okay because I'm not freaking 20, I'm 47. So that's okay. I'm proud of my age. We've overcome a lot, and in my 47 years I've been through a hell of a lot, and that's why I wanted to be a life coach, because there is very few things I haven't actually dealt with. I've done a lot, and I've seen a lot, and I've witnessed a lot, and I've been through a lot. I've had a lot of life experience in a very sort of short amount of time, really. I mean, you might consider 47 not a short amount of time, but to me it's flown by. So I'm going to give you an example in my gym. I would say, I'm going to work this out on a rough percentage, that 10% of the people in my gym are buff as fuck. Now, apologies for the swearing. It's just who I am. So they're really buff, okay? They're the ones that are rippled and always slightly glistening. I'm like, is there a glistening spray that they give you once you reach buff as fuck status? That's what I would like to know. I don't think I'll ever get the glistening spray. Or do they oil themselves up? Or are they just really sweaty? So there was a guy in there a couple of days ago doing pull-ups. And not only was he just, yoinking up his own body weight, he had a belt round him with a 10k weight strapped to the thing, and he was pulling that up as well. So he'd added 10k to his weight, and he was doing it like it was nothing. So I would say about 10%, okay, maybe even less. Normal people, air quotes, normal people that look, relatively well. They've got, fairly decent muscle tone. They're, so maybe they're on their journey. Yeah. I would say it's probably about 70%. Most people in that gym, I sort of think, yeah, I look a bit like you now. Okay. Not when I was over 20 stone, but now. And then I would say the absolute beginners. So the people that are very overweight, or the people that are literally dripping in sweat and wearing an oversized t-shirt, I would say maybe 20% of those. Okay, and this is just guess, and it depends on day to day, and it depends on what time you go. So I went first thing in the morning one day. I was like, I'm going to get up there for 6:30 because I had a hell of a day and I had loads of things on. So I went at 6:30 in the morning, and it was full of the buff people. It was full of the normal to buff. Okay, so I would say the ones that were fit and well and healthy. And I looked at it and I went, this makes total sense, because these are the people that have made it part of their life. These are the people that do this all the time. They're the ones that don't miss out on their 3 times a week. They're the ones that are getting their value. They're getting their bang for their buck from their gym membership. Because let's face it, gym memberships are not cheap. So if you're going to the gym, you might as well get good value for money. And the more times a week you go, the better value for money you're getting. Those were the people that were there at 6:30 in the morning. And then it will change at the weekend. Okay, but you can get peak and off-peak membership. I don't think I'm going to stick with a peak membership next year, because I hardly ever use it. I go Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and I usually go in the day. So I could get rid of that extra money and say, actually, I don't really need to go at the weekend, because I'm usually gigging at the weekend. So that's roughly the ratio at mine. So don't walk in there thinking, oh my God, they're all going to be like gym bunnies and they're all going to be dressed a certain way. So where do you start when you walk in? You've conjured up the guts from somewhere to walk into the gym and pay for a one-off session, or, so like my gym, you can pay 10 quid and you've got access to the pool, you've got access to the gym, you've got access to everything, and you can just walk in and do it. I would say if you can, and you can muster it, and you can summon up that strength of character from somewhere, try and get an induction. And in fact, some gyms will absolutely insist on it because they want you to be safe. They don't want you to go in there and start trying to, deadlift 100 kg. So a lot of places will insist on it. So get an induction, talk to the trainer, find the friendliest one there is. Even ask. Say, I am an absolute beginner. I am terrified out of my wits. Please give me somebody that's going to be gentle. Okay? And if they know that about you, they will be. That is their job. And if they're not, then you bloody well complain. So you don't want the Terminator giving you your first gym instruction. Yeah? You want somebody that's kind and empathetic and understands. So if you can get an induction, do. If not, then I would recommend that you start on the machines. Okay, so get in there. Find something that looks easy. Find something that you've seen before. Do a bit of research on TikTok or something before you go. Follow some people. Follow some trainers that will show you. There are some amazing, amazing ones. My favourite, I think, on TikTok is a guy called Louis PT. If you look him up, he is amazing. And he'll go through, the ones to use first. Bethany Dobson is another one. She'll show you how to use the equipment. So you don't even need to do too much research. Watch a few videos and then find the machine that you go, I know how that one works. Or get yourself on a treadmill that's facing the gym so that you can watch. You can watch other people. Find a machine where you can watch other people, okay? And I would recommend, there's two types of weights at the gym, okay? You've got free weights, which are things like the deadlift bar, the ones that are doing bench presses and stuff, and all the dumbbells. And then you've got pinned weights, and those are the machines. And they're the ones where you take the little pin out and you move the little pin to wherever it is you want the weight to be. And then you move them either with your arms or your legs. Now, there's lots of rules at the gym about doing things and safe ways of doing things. Almost all of those machines will have a little instruction thing on them. So look at that and use that, okay? Follow people, ask people, and don't be afraid to ask. If somebody asked me how to use a machine, I would just take that as a massive compliment that they thought I knew what I was doing. I would be absolutely thrilled, okay? So go in there and start with a compliment. Well, you look really buff or really healthy or really strong. Is there any way you could just very quickly just show me how I'm using this safely? Okay, but I would start with the pull-ups. Do not start with things that are likely to damage you. Start with the gentle things, okay? Get yourself on and do some chest presses and things. Now, don't get too bogged down with names. I've been going to the gym for a year, way before I started my Team RH journey, and I still don't know the names of lots of the machines. I just can't retain the information because it doesn't interest me. It's just, my brain works this way. I'm very slightly ADHD tendencies, and if something doesn't interest me, my brain won't let me remember things. I'm like, yep, okay, absolutely. This is why I still don't know the offside rule, because I don't give a shit. And my brain is just like, no, I've got other things I need to remember. So don't get too bogged down with that. Don't be worrying about what a Romanian deadlift is. Just think, I just want to go in there and have a go, okay? And you might find that you enjoy it. You might find that it's absolutely fascinating and that you actually come out really, really buzzing. And honestly, I honestly don't think that you reach a point where, what am I trying to say? It takes time to build a new habit, okay? I think you have to do something like 60 odd times in order for it to be a new habit. So give yourself that time. Let yourself go in gently, okay? Right. There may be some people in there that you just think, oh, God. And I do. I have people in there that I'm like, oh, my God. There seems to be the noisy crowd. And they're the ones, and you usually find that they're wearing headphones and they're not really aware of the noise they're making. So they were like, and making the most god-awful noises. And you're like, are you aware that we can hear you? And I'm just, So I found the best thing to do was I bought myself a pair of noise-cancelling headphones. Excuse me. And that's been a game changer because I don't have to listen to the gym's music. I can listen to what I want to listen to. And I have various playlists, all of which are good. I've got a gym playlist. I've got an angry gym playlist. I lift a lot heavier on an angry gym playlist. So make yourself some tunes, okay? Prep yourself. Go in and think, yep, that's fine. And also, big headphones are a big sign. They're like an unwritten gym etiquette rule that I don't want to talk to you right now. Okay, so if you want people to approach you or you want to be spoken to, don't wear any headphones. But I find I just want to go in there and get it done. Okay, but obviously if you're first starting out, you might want to just be a bit more open to approach. Clothing. Don't think you've got to go out and buy those leggings that make it look like you've got nothing on your bottom. I keep seeing these and I'm like, oh, good God above. Do you know the ones I'm talking about where it's just like, it goes right up and you can just see the whole, and they're literally designed to accentuate the arse. Well, I have no arse, so I'm obviously never going to wear one of those. But you don't have to go out and spend loads of money on gym equipment. You wear something in a shoe that is comfortable. If you're obviously running on a treadmill or doing lots and lots of cardio, then you're going to need a decent running shoe. But if you are doing weights, you need something that is not going to fall off. It doesn't matter what you wear on your feet if you're doing weights. Okay, so you can wear your Converse or you can wear, but what I like to say that is that you can't wear anything open-toed. Don't wear sandals because if you drop a weight on it, it's going to hurt. So, but don't worry too much about the clothes. Wear leggings and a baggy t-shirt or a pair of joggers. Wear something that you're comfortable in and don't give a shit. Okay, you do not need like Air Force One or branded clothes or everything to be Nike. You do need determination and a willingness to try, and you need your why. So go back to it. Why are you doing it? What are you going to get out of it? What's it for? Who's it for? Always remember your why in no matter what it is journey that you're doing. The other thing I would say is do not go to the calories. Well done, Claire. Do not go to the gym to burn calories. Do not do that. That is not why you are there. It is not there to lose weight. I do not go to the gym to lose weight. I do not walk the dogs to lose weight. I go to the gym because it improves my cardiovascular health. It is going to help me not get type 2 diabetes. It's going to help me not have a heart attack. It's going to improve my mental health, and it does. It helps me get stronger. It's helping me build lifelong habits. It's helping me smash my personal goals, and it's helping me look better in my skin. People this time that I have lost the weight are commenting more and more and more. Not just that I've lost weight, that how well I look. That's what I keep getting. You look well. You look fabulous. You look really healthy. You're glowing. And that is because of the exercise. That's not because of the weight loss. It's incredible how much difference there has been in the comments on the wellness. And my best friend said to me, she said, you've just got something about you now that wasn't there. And I'm like, yeah, I know. And I don't know what that something is. We lost the incredible Matthew Perry yesterday. I'm absolutely devastated. The lovely Chandler Bing. Do you remember the episode where everyone thinks he was gay and he was like, you just have a quality? And I'm like, I think that's what it is. I now have a quality. Not that everyone thinks I'm gay. My husband would probably be quite upset about that. If So no. So yeah, just find somebody friendly. Start with a compliment. Go in there, get some advice, okay? And this is what I say to people all the time. Okay, so when people come to my choir for the first time and they're nervous and they're like, oh my God, I literally have been sitting in the car for 10 minutes and I only just made it in the door. And I always say the same thing. And I'm like, it's only your first time once. And for no matter what it is that you're doing, whether you're walking into a gym or whether you're going to a choir or whether you're going out to have coffee by yourself in a coffee shop for the first time, it is only your first time once. And next time you go in there, it's going to be your second time. And I know that seems like a really stupid thing to say, but it's something that we need to bear in mind. And going through life in general, you only have to have your first time one time. So I hope that makes some sort of sense. Don't be intimidated. Okay, that is the biggest thing I can do. And once you've been to the gym for a while, don't be scared to revisit things and try new things. So when I first went, I stuck to a really rigid routine. I would work around certain machines and I would just do that for 30 minutes so that I could tick off my gym workout on my Team RH app. Now I'm trying out new things. I'm trying out different machines. I'm watching people intently and thinking, yep, I reckon I can have a go at that. Okay, and I'm not frightened to ask people. So I'm going to have another PT session whereby I'm saying I need somebody to show me how to deadlift because I don't know how to do that and I want to know how to do that. So that's something that I'm going to work on so that I can improve and continue to smash my personal goals on my way to whatever my goal weight might end up being. Excuse me. So yeah, I hope you have a wonderful day. I'm going to leave it there. But if you do brave the gym for the first time this week, and I really hope you do, smash it and have an amazing time and do not give a shit what anyone thinks, okay? Just do it and know why you're doing it. Remember your why. Have a lovely week. I will catch up with you next Monday and you take care of yourselves. Feel free to come follow me on TikTok. You can reach me there at Claire's Team RH Journey. I hope to see you soon.